Good morning, happy Monday, happy new week to you. I come to you today to share a weekly word, and this week's word is entitlement. I've been seeing a lot lately that people feel like, we always say it's the millennials that think they're entitled to this, that, and the other. But it just seems like people in general thinks that they are entitled to people's help, people's money, people's time, people's energy. And you're not. The only person that you're entitled to helping you is you. The only person you're entitled to money is yours. And let's just keep that clear. Show up for your own life. Put work in for what you want. Stop focusing on how somebody else got there, whether they worked hard or they're not. You would think, and my goal in life is when I do get to do better and feel better, I want to reach back and help others. That's something I desire to do. Everybody don't desire to do that. Should they? We can all have our opinions on what they should and shouldn't do. But they don't have to, and you're not entitled to it. You don't know how hard somebody worked, what somebody had to go through to get what they got, or get where they are. Are you willing to put the same amount of work in? Are you willing to put the same amount of time in? So you see Susie over here, what's that commercial? It used to be the easy button. They would do the easy button. I think that was a Staples commercial. We hit the easy button and the person could get something done easy. Everybody doesn't have an easy path. Everybody has their own path and own journey to go. But you're so busy watching and focusing on somebody else, how somebody else got to be get there to their journey and their goal, and you're like, well, why can't that happen to me? That's not your journey and that's not your goal. And then you wonder why that person can't help you or won't help you. You don't know how many irons that person has in the fire and may not have time to concentrate on helping you get to the next level. But they may be helping somebody else or helping and doing things in other ways that they do have time for and can do. But instead you're looking over at them feeling some type of way because you feel like you're entitled to what they have and where they are and what they've earned. And the only person that you need to be focused on is you. Feel entitled to helping yourself. Feel entitled to working towards yourself. And when you're grown, your parents really don't owe you anything. Your family members don't owe you anything. Your children don't owe you anything. I would hope that you raised your children because God entrusted you to do so. And you did so to instill in them to move on and be able to move it and pay it forward. Yes, it would be desirable if they reached back and did things for you. And if you raised them right, they will. But my main goal for my daughters, when you have children, I want you to do the same for your children. I don't want you to leave. I see so many grandparents raising their children, not because they have to. It's some situations where, children are deceased or sick or something, and the parents has to step in. But I see a lot of what's nothing wrong with these children, but they out here doing their thing, living their life, living it up, whoop whoop, and leaving the children on the grandparents to raise. I know someone personally doing it. In fact, I know a couple of people personally doing it, and some of them in my own family. Stop having a sense of entitlement, feeling like somebody owe you. You owe you. Get up and work for your life. If you have a goal, so what? Sally made it. So what? Johnny made it in 10 steps. Celebrate when you get to the next step. Be thankful for the people that help you. Pay it forward and help somebody else. And if you can and you see that person that's falling and you have to reach back and get them up sometime, then get them up too, if you can. You worry about how you are and how you carry yourself and stop worrying about and judging other people because you don't know the circumstances. I see people all the time, well, so-and-so could have did this and so-and-so could have did that. You don't know what somebody else could have done. Well, she did something for her when she was a little girl, or she did this and that and this, and she made sacrifices for her. I would hope she did it because she wanted to. And not stop treating people like business transactions. When you do things for others, do it out of the kindness of your heart and stop expecting payback unless you have written a contract. Yes, you married, and you supposed to do it for better, for worse, and you supposed to adhere to your vows. But guess what? That person that married you don't owe you to make you happy. You owe you that. You owe you to find joy for you. You ought to put the work into your marriage. You can't worry about the next person. You would hope that they do it, but if they don't do it, but you can't make another person and another human being do anything. You have to worry about your role in it. Stop trying to play every position on the field. You can only play your position. So stop feeling like it's just the millennials that are entitled to something. If you don't work for it, why do you think you've earned it? And that's even if somebody you know win the lottery. You are not entitled to their money. If they reach back and give you some, great. But don't feel some type of way. And stop getting mad at people when people don't show up and help you like you want them to. Well, you know, my friend, I thought she was my friend because she didn't. That does not mean that she's not your friend. That does not mean that he's not your friend. Just because you are sacrificing be, that don't mean that person has that same role and same type of mentality as you. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're not your friend. You don't know what people get married. They have families. They have children. They have responsibilities going on, and they can't be there like they used to be. So stop being bent out of shape and feeling in a type of way. It's just certain people going to play certain positions in your life. And rarely the person that you help is going to be the one that reach back to help you, because sometimes they're just not in the position for it financially or even time-wise. And even if they have time, they may have something going on in their own lives that you don't know, that they're dealing with demons and situations that they just didn't discuss or tell you about because you were going through things. So I'm telling you today, stop feeling so entitled and get up and work for your life. Show up in 2019. Be entitled to go to work. Stop thinking you're too good to do this, that, and the other. If one avenue don't work, find another. Get your hustle on. Put the work in. Do you. Be entitled to showing up, working, being positive. And stop thinking because someone else has made it, they need to owe you something and give you something, when they've worked extremely hard to get where they are. And now they're just supposed to give it all away to you. Or give some to you. You may not even be on their radar. And somebody else might be. And that doesn't mean that the person don't like you. They just may have a focus on something else. Have you ever had a TV show and you got 10 TV shows that you like and they all come on at the same time, but you can only watch one? Even if you DVR, you can only DVR so many. So you have to choose. Stop thinking that because you want to be somebody else's priority that you have to be. You make yourself your priority today. Entitlement is a dangerous word, but it's also a dangerous mindset, because you are not entitled to anything from anybody else but yourself. Let's go to work in 2019. Be entitled to being a success. Be entitled to working towards your goals today. Y'all know I love you, but God loves you the most. Remember to always be kind to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. And lean and depend on God, because He will always be there for you. That's your help in the time of trouble. That's your help in the time of good. That's your help in the time of bad. God will always be by your side. And remember, you and God are always the majority. And with Him, you can do it all. All things are possible. You're entitled to accept God in your life and have Him with you wherever you go. You're entitled to accept that love. Y'all, I want y'all to help uplift and encourage someone today. Share your smile. You just never know what someone is going through in life. Even though they may look great on the outside, they may be going through on the inside. Remember that. Smile is a universal language understood by all. Y'all know I love you. Have a great week. Bye.